Morning class, Professor Kev here. Today's student success tip is called Google your own name before someone else does. In class, I talk about this. You need to go out and Google yourself to see what comes up. And my students kind of roll their eyes a little bit on my class. Look, you got to get rid of the red solo cup pictures, the bong pictures, any posts that are controversial. I have a lot of friends that love to share their political views. It's your right to do it if you want, but it may cost you. Let's go back a number of years. I'm doing a talk for a job seeker group, and there's an older person there who's just a miserable dude. Only way to describe him. And I mentioned this. You have to Google yourself and take down anything that's offensive. And he told me to go myself. I have a right to my opinion. You. I just was standing there going, wow, this is awesome. So I paused for a minute. I looked up and said, absolutely, you have a right to post whatever you want. Yes, I do. Starts screaming at me. I'm like, all right, like gloves off, let's go. So I'm like, hey, bud, this is my third year doing this talk. And you've been here for 3 years. You've been unemployed for 3 years. Two of the problems are I see what you post online. It's wicked offensive to me. And secondly, you just told me to go myself in front of all these people. There was no reason for you to do that. You have an aggressive personality. Class, you could have had a pin drop in that room. Everyone's like, and I just kind of stood there staring at him. He was mad. I thought he was coming at me. Now, I shouldn't have done that, class. I should have just said, look, you have a right to your opinion. I have a right to be offended by and not hire you. And that appears to be what's happening. But because he was so, and he does it to every guest speaker, he just thinks he's one of those people. I'm like, if you've been unemployed for 3 years, there's probably a reason this is happening. And in your case, this is why. Don't do that. Don't do that. But all kidding aside, you have to go out and Google yourself. Maybe when you were younger, you posted something, it's a little gray. You probably shouldn't have posted it. Clean it up. Get it down. Understand that when you go for a job, if you're an entrepreneur, you're an investor, we are going to look you up. We're going to use every tool we can to find out as much about you as we can. And if anything bothers us, we're out. We're not hiring you. We're not investing in you. Nowadays, imagine people using in the dating world. I want to see who this person is going to be dating. All this stuff can come back and haunt you. And in some cases, it could simply be, your friends tagged you in a photo that you shouldn't have been there. So be cautious. Go out and do it yourself first. Make sure everything looks okay before someone else does it. And again, you have a right to your opinion. I have friends, one of my friends in particular, I think of her when I talk about this. She's like, I'm posting whatever I want. You don't like it too bad. Like, go away, you little snowflake. Okay, now she's at a point in her life where her business is solid enough she can do that. A lot of us starting out, we can't risk offending people. So please go out, Google yourself, use AI, find out what's out there. And if it's someone that's tagged you on a photo, remove the tag, ask them to take it down. I always tell a story, my nephew Charles. For years, when you Google Charles, what would come up is a picture of him in a giant diaper from his frat days. Now, when you're in 20s, it's pretty funny. If you're pushing 40, not so funny anymore. If that's what's coming up, you need to take it down or you need to start doing some other stuff to bury it a little bit. So be cautious about what's out there because it could be costing you a job, an opportunity as an investor. Again, maybe even someone who's interested in dating you goes out, looks you up and says, well, yeah, this isn't really the person I want to be dating and stuff. Be cautious about your social media, about anything online, because it's all out there. And United students, well, I have my Instagram locked down. I don't know. I'm not a tech person. Maybe that works, but I'm thinking there's probably things you can do to go around it in today's world and stuff. So be very cautious about what you're sharing. Make sure you have the best image out there if you're looking for a job, investors, simply someone to date. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have a truly dazzling day.